Yes, children, today we are going to do the next exercise of mensuration, and that deals with circle. Now you all know what a circle is. Yes, but if I ask you what is the definition of a circle, I don't think so anybody would be able to answer me. Yeah? Yes. Now see, how do we define a circle? Yes, circle. Now you know the center of a circle is, this is the fixed point. And if I take a point, I take any point P, yes, a moving point, a point that moves in such a way that its distance from this fixed point, now this is the fixed point and this is the moving point, the distance from the fixed point always remains constant, then the path that this moving point will take is a circle. We say the locus that you will study in class 10 of the moving point such that its distance from the fixed point. Now what is this distance called? Distance of the moving point from the fixed point, which is a constant. This is called as radius. Yes, it is a constant. When you take a thread, you just hook it over here and try to move the other end of the thread. Now what path will it adopt? It will be a circle. Okay. Now you all know about the radius of the circle. Yes, radius is the distance from the center to any point on the circumference of this is called as circumference of the circle. Now you all also know what is the diameter. Diameter is this. It always passes through the center of the circle. Diameter is the longest. This is not a diameter. Yes, this is called a chord. Yeah, but this is a diameter. Diameter is twice the radius, 2 times radius, and it always passes through the center of the circle. Clear? So diameter is 2 times the radius of a circle. If radius is given, you can find the diameter, and if diameter is given, you can find the radius of a circle. Now what is circumference? Circumference means this length of this outer boundary. And why are we calling it circumference? Why aren't we calling it perimeter, children? Because when we were dealing with a rectangle or a square, it had all straight lines. Yeah, the outer boundary was the sum of all these straight lines, and we called it perimeter. But here, since this is curved path, yes, so and circumference, so that is, it comes from the word circle itself, so it is called as, the perimeter of a circle is called as circumference. Okay. Now from where, I will not straight away give you this formula, children. Must be thinking from where this formula is coming. How is 2 pi r? Why is circumference equal to 2 pi r? Now coming to this, what is pi first? Pi is a constant, yes, and its value is 22 upon 7. Now I'll tell you the story about it, how it came. Pi was a famous Greek mathematician, and what he did, he wanted to know this. He studied, he drew several circles of different radii, and he took a thread and a tie and just pasted the thread, stuck the thread along the circumference of different circles of different radii, and then he compared the circumference. Now how will you just find the length of this circular path? Stick a thread along the circular path, take out that thread, and then measure it along with the ruler. Then he found the relation that circumference divided by twice the radius. What is twice the radius? That is diameter. Any circle, he drew several circles and he tried to find the relation. He found the relation that the circumference divided by twice the radius was always coming a certain value. It was always giving, whatever the radius of the circle is, the relation was coming, the constant was coming as 22 by 7. And then he gave this name, after his name, it was given that this constant was known as pi, after that mathematician's name. And then you can say circumference divided by 2r is equal to pi, or if you take this 2r to the side, you get circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Clear? This is from where this formula is coming. Okay. Same thing he did with the area. He tried to find the area by using square paper. Yes, how can you find the area of anything? By using the graph paper. He added the number of squares, big squares, small squares, and then he divided by the square of the radius. He found again it was coming as pi 22 by 7, and the formula came, see, area divided by r square was always giving 22 by 7. So he got this formula that area of a circle was equal to pi r square. Okay. Now you all have seen a ring, children. Yeah, ring has two concentric circles. What are concentric circles? Circles with the same center but different radii. Now from here one circle is there whose radius is capital R. The other circle is there whose radius is small r. Now how will you find the area of this ring? Ring is the shaded part. Yes, the distance, the area between the two circles. What will be the area of the outer circle? Pi into capital R square, and minus pi into area of the inner circle will be pi into small r square. Area of outer circle is pi capital R square minus pi. Now if you factorize this, take pi out, you get pi into r square minus small r square. This is when we have to find the area between two concentric circles, or we call it a ring. Then we use this formula. Area of ring is pi r square minus r square. Okay. Now coming to a semicircle. You all know what a semicircle is? Half a circle. Yes, when we draw half a circle, it is called as a semicircle. Now what can you say about its area? Area of semicircle will be equal to area of full circle is pi r square. So area of half circle is half into pi r square. Half of the area. But when we ask you about the perimeter, see here we are calling it perimeter. I'll tell you why. Perimeter of the semicircle. See children, the perimeter outer boundary includes this diameter, which is 2 times r, plus this circular, this circumference part. Clear? So this circumference part, how will you find the circumference? See, the whole circle, the circumference was 2 pi r. When it is half, the circumference is half of 2 pi r. Yes, and this circular part is there, plus this straight line is there, which is equal to 2r. Because the outer boundary consists, you have to draw a semicircle using a thread. What is the length of the boundary that you will use? What is the length of the thread that is used to make this boundary? You need this circumference part as well as you need this straight line. So this straight line is equal to 2r, twice radius, and this is circumference, which is half of 2 pi r. Half of 2 pi r is pi r plus 2r. Again, if you take this r out, you get r into pi plus 2. Please note down these formulae in your fair notebooks. Area of semicircle is half pi r square, whereas perimeter of a semicircle is equal to pi r into pi plus 2. How it is coming? Please, if you forget this formula, you should always know the logic. Yes, from where this formula is coming. Clear? Yes, children? Next is a quarter circle. A quarter circle is also known as a quadrant. What is it known as? Quarter means if you divide a circle into 4 equal parts. Yes, if you take a circle, divide it into 4 equal parts, that means you are trying to make 2 diameters which are perpendicular to each other. We get 4 quarters. Yes, 1/4 of a circle is known as quadrant. Now what will be the area of this? If the whole circle, area of the whole circle is pi r square, so area of 1/4 of a circle will be 1/4 into pi r square. Okay. Now again comes the perimeter. Here we are calling it perimeter because it consists of the circular part as well as the straight lines. Now if you are asked to take a thread and make a quadrant, then you don't need only this much. You need the 2 radii also. Yes, the length of the 2 radii also to make a quadrant. So perimeter will be equal to, now the perimeter or the circumference of the whole circle was equal to 2 pi r, and this is a quarter, 1/4 of 2 pi r. This length is 1/4 of 2 pi r. So 1/4 of 2 pi r plus 2 times radius. Why? Because this radius plus this radius, this length plus this length, 2r. So 1/4 of 2r is pi r upon 2 plus 2r, that gives you, take take r out, you get pi by 2 plus 2. This is the perimeter of a quadrant. Yes, understood children? Once again, diameter is twice the radius. Circumference of the full circle, whole circle is 2 pi r. Area of the whole circle is pi r square. Area of ring is pi into r square minus r square. Similarly, when we come to semicircle, area is very easy to calculate. Area of semicircle is half of pi r square. But the perimeter, again the perimeter is different. Why? It is half the total circumference, yes, plus 2 times r, which gives you, yes, that gives you pi r plus 2r, or r you take out, you get pi plus 2. What is a quadrant? Quadrant is 1/4 of a circle. So area becomes automatically 1/4 of the total circle's area, that is pi r square. Perimeter is 1/4 of the curved surface. Yes, curved length, you can say, not surface. Curved length was, total length was 2 pi r, but 1/4 of the length will be 2 pi r into 1 by 4. Yes, that, and plus twice the radius. Please remember children, plus 2r. Why plus 2r we are adding? Because the boundary is also consists of these two radii. Clear? So plus 2r. So when we take this, you will solve this. 2 2s are 4. You get pi r by 2 plus 2r. Now take this r outside. You get pi by 2 plus 2. So note down these formulae. In the next video, I'll explain few questions on this. Thank you.